Rihanna has officially returned to music after nearly 7 years since her latest release, Anti. Of course, going into this, I was very interested to see what Rihanna was going to do. My interest immediately got knocked down when I heard it was a soundtrack song. Granted, the last Black Panther soundtrack was pretty good, because it was curated by Kendrick Lamar, but this soundtrack has a different team behind it. But despite that, soundtracks in general tend to exist within the box directly tied to a movie. Of course, there are many great soundtrack songs, but there are also a lot of songs that don't really hold up outside of the context of the movie. And with Rihanna being gone for nearly 7 years and headed to do the Super Bowl halftime show, I was expecting, and I'm pretty sure many people were expecting her to come back with her own solo music. And I'm inclined to believe that she eventually will, probably next year around the Super Bowl. But for now we have Lift Me Up, a song for the Black Panther 2 soundtrack, and it is a tribute to the late Chadwick Boseman. And on paper, this sounds like a great idea. A movie soundtrack song, a tribute to someone who made so many people feel empowered and delivering it after a long hiatus. However, the actual song and result is underwhelming. It's a pretty basic guitar ballad with a general message of perseverance. The song goes nowhere. It's basically the type of stuff you'd expect from a typical soundtrack. I have nothing against Rihanna ballads. I mean, Stay and Love on the Brain are quite good and passionate, but Lift Me Up is very average. I also think this song sounds a little too much like Tim's, who co-wrote the track. At times, Rihanna's inflection sounds straight up like Tim's. Too much at times, to the point where I question why wasn't Tim's the one to sing it, since it's so obviously of her. I believe Tim's is actually singing on the track. She can be heard in the mix. Tim's talked about her time with Rihanna in this song, saying, "After speaking with Ryan and hearing his direction for the film and song, I wanted to write something that portrays a warm embrace from all the people that I've lost in my life. I tried to imagine what it would feel like if I could sing to them now and express how much I miss them. Rihanna has been an inspiration to me, so hearing her convey this song is a great honor." And I also think Rihanna's voice is a bit too touched up in this song. It sounds too clean, too sterile. It strips the more human quality from her voice and emotion. There's also a noticeable change in her voice, likely due to pregnancy and aging, but it doesn't sound bad. I just wish it wasn't so overly corrected. Rihanna emoting is the best quality about her as an artist. Perhaps this song being played in a good or memorable scene can warm me up to it, but even if that comes to be the case, it still will never be one of Rihanna's more endearing songs or even best ballads. After all, this is a soundtrack song, so I didn't go into it expecting something necessarily great, but I was hoping it could have been one of those great soundtrack songs that really defied the stereotypical soundtrack song, especially considering Black Panther's previous soundtrack. Or even just a power ballad, this song is very bare. But once again, I'm sure Rihanna has something more in her wheelhouse, and this is just something to get her feet on the ground again. And we shall see. Anyways, that about concludes my thoughts. Tell me what you thought about Rihanna's comeback in the comments down below. Did you like it? Did you love it? Are you indifferent towards it? Let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.